Going on, and I was really brainstorming what's going on, what I was going. Yeah, I would make sure that I get the content recorded and done out so I can produce every video when I say I'm going to post it. Hope everybody's doing well. We are not in September. Whatever you got going on, I hope that you're pursuing it and going and doing. Oh. What's going on, guys? It's Justin. Welcome back. I'm back with another video. This is Monday Drops. I know that it's late, okay? Forgive me. I had to switch a topic from this weekend, okay? I went to a celebration of life. I went to a celebration of life of Gianna, the sister of my dear friend Anthony Donahue. I met him at the garden. I've been inspired by their story since I first met him. And this specific story is going to revolve around their relationship and the importance and beauty of selfless and unconditional love. What an amazing story that they both share in terms of sacrifice. This story is important. This story is beautiful and inspiring. He is so important to the Knicks fan community. He's also important to everybody that he encounters. He's a blessing to all of us. And I want to share some of his story and how that ties into the beauty and importance of selfless and unconditional love, because he lives it, he breathes it, he walks it. Hope you guys enjoy this. Now let's go ahead and get started. First, we're going to discuss what is the meaning of selfless and unconditional love. Selfless love means putting yourself aside for others. Literally, your interest to the side, their interest right on your front of your plate. This is that 0 to 100, 100 to 0 that my dad had spoke to me about when it comes to relationships and making relationships work. Less of me, more of them, and for them, less of them, more of me. It's an exchange. You are loving someone without the desire of personal gain. Loving through tough times, loving through pain, commitment to caring for someone, especially when there may be nothing they can do for you. This stems from what we call agape love. One of the forms of love, arguably love in its highest and purest form. There's multiple different forms. Storge is love within kin and family. Philia is love between brothers, friends, friendship love. Eros is the erotic, passionate, romantic, ooh la la, what you know about love. That's the type of love that everybody loves and wants. But all these don't really work out well together without agape love. Love of somebody else, selfless. Okay? Is it easy to love unconditionally or to be selfless? Absolutely not. It's much easier said than done. Definitely possible. But you have to understand that this love is a lifestyle, a choice, a learned ability. And why? Because this type of love contradicts the human heart and spirit. Humans, think about it, have a tendency to look inwardly and reward ourselves first. We also look to protect our interests first before others and eliminate any threat to the way we think and behave, as long as we find justification in that. See, there's a contrary to this point here of self-love. It's a very nice sounding, trendy idea for people to live by, that I'm going to love myself first. Definitely take care of yourself. But when you begin to have that idea of loving yourself first and giving yourself everything that you feel that you deserve, well, all that love that you're giving towards yourself, you're kind of internalizing. There's no one really around you to share it with, because you're so consumed in making sure that whatever you want and whatever you desire and how you feel is preserved first. Okay? So think about that on the other side, and think about what selfless love is. It completely requires 0 of you, 100% somebody else. But what also makes selfless love and unconditional love even better is when there's a mutual exchange of such unconditional love. This is really seen in Anthony and G's relationship. Anthony dedicated his life from the moment she was born to being her guardian, regardless of his situation and her situation. Long before she even got sick, he was there, putting in the time, putting in the effort, dedicating his life towards caring for her sister, being there for her. You understand? Now, when she got sick, it just ramped up even more. He was already living that lifestyle, but he stepped up to the plate and he ramped it up to make sure that she got everything that she needed and that she was never alone in her health situations and that she was always loved and supported, at the very least, by him, even if he was the only one. And you know what? She was loved by a lot of people. And you know what also? G also took care of Anthony, regardless of her situation. You see, they both had plenty of reason to self-pity. I'm sick. I'm really in a grave situation with my health. Anthony could think, I'm really putting a lot of time here, and I can't really put enough time in towards what I want. Maybe he had his own desires. Maybe he wanted to do certain things like have his own family. But he was dedicated to taking care of the family he had right there. So G was taking care of Anthony as much as Anthony was taking care of her. You see, she was sick, but she would cook and clean for him, fold his clothes, make sure that he was taken care of, always mindful of him no matter what she was going through. And you know what? Over time, as their story became prominent and known, it brought many people together, rallying around their relationship. You see, when people see a beautiful exchange of unconditional and selfless love like that, they want a piece of that action. They want to know more about that person. And again, like I said, I've had the amazing privilege of really understanding Anthony's mindset towards his life and towards his approach towards his sister and his family life. And wow, we all can take a lot of notes on how to properly love and care for people even when you have every reason not to. But what was important as well, and I'll double back on this point, the amount of people that were at this celebration of life. I mean, you had people from all walks of life. There was easily about 200 people there. Guys in a motorcycle club. You had guys from the garden. You had family members. You had health workers. You had teachers. You had all these people rallied together supporting these amazing people in this situation, celebrating Gianna's life, but also supporting Anthony and showing him the love that he deserves. I remember going to the bar, and there was a girl that was crying at the bar at Bronx Brewery. I said, isn't that an amazing story? She goes, it's the most beautiful story of unconditional love I've possibly ever heard in my life. Crying while she's at work. That's the type of beauty that can come from this type of love when it's displayed wholeheartedly. People get attracted to it, and it can change and inspire people's hearts and minds. So, question and challenge for you. Do you show this type of love in your relationships? If not, you're not in a bad spot. It's okay. But I highly encourage you to do so, and I want you to expand your thinking here for a moment. This type of love is the same type of love that God showed to all of us, myself and the entire world for all of time, with his son Jesus. Sent his son to die for all of us, for all of our sins. That is an excellent and the most perfect example of agape love. Sacrificing for all of us. We can sacrifice for each other too. We can love each other unconditionally. This type of love, when we exchange it with each other, just one person to one person, and one person to another person, and one person to another person, that type of love can change the world, guys. That's the love that this world needs. That's the message we all need to hear. It's the message we all need. Find one person in your life that you feel you can show amazing, unselfish love. It can be anybody. It could be a friend. It could be a grandparent. It could be a mom, a dad. It could be a brother, a cousin. Find somebody. Find one person that you guys can exchange that love. Just like Anthony and G did. Just like God did for you with his son. Thank you guys for watching. Check out my guy Anthony on Instagram, Anthony MSG. Check him out on Twitter as well. Connect with him. Know his story. Know the type of person that he is. And let's all continue to honor each other with our lives, through our action, through our love. And be well, guys. Appreciate it.